So to create a new tournament, make sure that first of all that you are logged in by clicking on Tourney Admins and clicking on Login, and this will take you to the list of tournaments you have available to you. Again, you may not have any yet, but we're going to create a new one by clicking on the button called Create New, which will get the initial wizard going for creating a tournament. You'll give it a name. And you'll pick a sport. Again, you can pick any sport in the list. I'll just pick basketball. You can give it a short description if you'd like. And then you need to pick the date your tournament is going to run. A start date and an end date. And a duration of time. By default it's an hour, but you can switch it to be whatever duration you'd like. The next piece is tournament administrator information. This is just going to default to your username and email. You can enter a phone number. By default they're not available to the public, but if you wanted people to see the information so when they go to the website they can see who the administrator is, you can turn this on. I'm going to leave it off for now. And then you can create your venues. This is going to be where you're playing your basketball game. So I'm just going to pick a couple of locations, and it's going to, as you type, it's going to look for information based on what you're typing. I'm just picking a local high school, and I'm just going to enter a couple of courts. And then this is going to say for the days of your tournament what your time frames are. The scheduler, when you create pools and brackets, it's going to take a guess at a schedule. This kind of gives it parameters for those scheduled games. So you can change these to be whenever you may start or end your tournament on a given day. Again, I'm just going to leave the defaults for now. And again, this is just more information about your venue. If I wanted to add another venue, I would click on Add New again, and I could add another one. It could be another local high school or anywhere that you would have additional courts for your tournament. The group name is going to be the type of groups that are in your tournament. Again, this will vary based on your tournament. If I may have 5th grade boys, 6th grade boys, and 7th grade boys there, this is just asking for an initial group name. You can always add more later. And what this is going to do is it's going to create the shell for your tournament. Once your shell is created, you're going to be able to add teams, pools, brackets, and all that stuff. But initially, setting up this tournament shell is the first step. Now if I went back to my list of tournaments, my tournament home, you're going to see the one I just created in my list. And if I go in there, you're still going to see the tournament shell with the information not quite entered yet. But that's how you get a tournament going.